And we're live.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. My name's Leanne. This is Nicole. We're based in Australia. I can't say we're based in Sydney anymore, Nicole.
No, I moved to the beach. I moved to the beach.
I love that you did that. It's all a part of your great design, right?
Absolutely. You know what? I went overseas to one of our business conventions a couple of years ago, and I came back and I go, "Oh, do you know what? I want to live near the beach. I used to live near the beach when I was growing up, and it was just like, yeah. And then it's like, hang on. I was talking to one of my mentees about, what's stopping you from traveling? Like, you've got the means. Why are you saying that's a dream? You can do it. And it's like, hang on, I can do that too. So I did.
I love that. So what was it about when we were traveling? Was it staying at Janet's place, looking over the water?
I think it was, I enjoyed that and walking along the beach. And I know in Sydney, I can still do that. I could still travel for half an hour and get to beaches. But all those beaches are really busy. And I just wanted to be somewhere close that I can, if I feel like it, just jump up and go. And like I've got a lake, it's a 1 minute drive from me, or like the beach is 10 minutes away. So it's kind of like, and they're peaceful beaches. They're not overcrowded. You can actually park without having to pay for parking. And I think it's, part of it is like I used to, when I went to the beach, because it was such an effort, I'd have to go in the water every time. Like my sister used to say, oh, go to the beach, you have to swim every time, you have to swim. But now, because it's so convenient, I can walk, I can take photos, I can do whatever I want because I can go later in the day or another day. It's easy.
You can go any time of the day now that you're working at home.
Yeah, now that I'm just, working for myself and, I do some other sort of contract work with someone else, but it's my organisation, so I get to choose if I'm working or not. So, which is fun. And this week I've sort of realised, oh, this is weird. I can just, do whatever I want.
I love the fact that, you're living my dream as well. I'd love to be at the beach that close. Only 10 minutes just to duck down to the beach and just go for a walk, or just to reconnect and I find that as well. Just the sound of the waves, the smells, the sounds of people enjoying the ocean, the birds. There's just such a beautiful vibe at the beach. Yeah,
there is.
I had to change my plan a little bit though, because you get these romantic ideas of what it's going to look like for your life, and you're designing your life. But I had to change my plan a little bit because my grandchildren kind of put a bit of a spanner in the works.
I know, family wins, don't they?
They sure do. It was like, now what's more important, to go and live by the beach or have access to your family, and be there for your family so they can say, Mum, something's come up, can I just drop Bobby in? And that's important to me, to be there for my kids. And so I've had to say, okay, well, let's look at what this looks like for me now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So as much as I'd love you to like move here and be really close, because I do miss us living close, I totally get that, all your kids are there near you, and you can be nanny and mum and all those sorts of things, whereas I can just come and visit and just be Auntie Nick.
Yeah, so true. Oh my goodness. So Nikki, our topic for the live today was about, we can work at home now, and you've certainly got the ability to do that as well now that you've resigned from your other employment. You don't need to do that anymore. You can focus on this business, and that's just freed you up with more time. So today we actually had the weekly mastermind.
Millionaire mastermind.
Millionaire mastermind. And it really is. Why do they call it millionaire mastermind, Nikki? Sorry, I'm losing my voice now.
Because we're building millionaires. There's so many millionaires that have started using this business system that it's like, it's just what needs to be said. That's exactly what it's doing. It's building millionaires.
Yeah. And we're actually learning from millionaires as well.
Yes.
And it's not just learning, from textbooks. There's my voice again. A bit covered up, Leanne. Yeah, we're not learning from textbooks. We're learning from people that are actually using the system as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. But I love that these millionaires, these really successful people, and people that are, true leaders in our sort of company, actually share their lives and actually want to see, like, me succeed. They want to see you succeed and everyone else. And it's just beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of get to realize that there's so many different personalities that run a business online. Like, you don't have to be one of those really outgoing person. I mean, there are definitely outgoing people in that run a business, but there's also people that are a bit more introverted, a little bit shy maybe, but yet they've got successful businesses. You just got to learn little techniques to help you keep going.
Yeah, and do it your way.
Yeah, definitely. I love the ripple effect, actually, from being in the business, that the compounded effect of learning, just helping other people, and when they succeed, it tends to ripple around you, doesn't it? Like the effect of your actions. So what I mean by that is, for example, is just connecting somebody into the business program. That person then really sees something for their life. They get in and they take action. Then all of a sudden they're getting all these results. And it comes back to you too, because you think not just if you're connected with them financially, you might get a bonus, a little bit of a commission from that. But the impact, to know that you actually were the stepping stone for that person's success, is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And like, we do things globally and online and everything, but Leanne and I also love to meet people in person. So a couple of weeks ago at Gather and Grow, which was an in-person event we held in Melbourne, and with 400 different people. And I don't know about you, Leanne, but I've gotten notifications or messages from people, saying how much that has impacted their life, and that those connections face to face, and that they now, like, in 3 weeks, have had business growth, like multiple business growth in 3 weeks. And I love it, because it's like, oh, you're doing this. Okay, cool. And it lifts my spirit, and I get excited, and it's like, oh, yes. And all things are possible. So that's where I go back to. It's like, don't think that, I spoke on my page yesterday just about fear and listening to voices, and like sometimes the negatives around, and but just get excited with all the positives, excited with the people that are having wins in their business, like yourself, Leanne. And
possibility mindset. I love it.
It is possible. It is absolutely possible. So I'm excited with possibilities.
And it's certainly a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you know that, it's true what they say. Just do little things every day. Aim for that 1% better, learning something new, put it into action, be there, show up for your business, and eventually the results will speak for themselves. It's like focus on the mission, the commission will follow.
Yes, and that was said in today's mastermind. And I will say, this is what Leanne and I say. Leanne actually says this all the time. Focus on the mission, the commission will come. I'm pretty sure we've been saying it for 4 or 5 years now, Leanne. And
you know where I got it from?
There, right?
You know where I got it from? The Millionaire Mastermind. Because the founder, he really believes in that. He's this beautiful system that he created for us to use. That's what it was all about. He was helping as many people as he could. He knew that he was limited just to sit in a room with a handful of business owners. He's a business coach. So his heart was to speak to the masses, to help as many people as possible. So that's why he created this system. And I'm so grateful for that. Mike and Darren, you're
It's yeah,
hands
beautiful.
down amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I like a personal sort of story with all of this is a few weeks ago, like I love organizing and planning and getting people together. And like, I really feel like that's part of my leadership style and part of what I love about this business. And by doing this, I really, truly believe that my business will grow, and it has. But a few weeks ago, someone said something to me and it knocked my confidence. And so I let that fear creep in and but what I did is I reached out to the people that really are meaningful to me, that I know, who know me. So Leanne and my son, and just sort of said, this is happening. What's going on? I need you to pray. I know I'm here for a purpose. I know what I'm doing. Like, all this work isn't going unseen. And I just come back to, be on the mission. The commission will come. Don't worry about it. Don't fear. Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you know what? I often think of another lady. She was actually originally from Lebanon. And when she started in the business community, she started doing these live videos in the community, just sharing the excitement about what we had in our hands, because really it's gold. And I often thought she was one of the top leaders, because she spoke with such confidence and excitement. And I found out later she was only just newly in the business.
Yeah.
But she was so confident. She was so excited, and she wasn't saying anything that wasn't right. It was all there, laid out for her. And Nick, I just want to encourage you, because you're already a leader. You're already doing it. So and I know I'm not the only person that sees that. 400 people can't be wrong, right?
Yeah.
In the Gather and Grow, and you've definitely had business success. You're just preparing the foundation for more. I really see that for sure. And often I think we allow other people's meaning, like other people mean well, but their words can stop us from the calling that God's got on our life. And sometimes we don't have all the answers when we're stepping out. It's like, not to get too biblical, but stepping out of the boat on the water is not something that, you do lightheartedly. It's like a faith walk. Literally setting up a Gather and Grow in Australia was definitely that faith walk. And it was like, well, I wasn't a top leader in the community, but reached out to a top leader in the community and said, hey, I love what you're doing. Do you mind if we bring it back to Australia? Yeah. And of course she said, absolutely, go for it. And then it was like, uh-oh, what have I done? And then your expertise with all the events that you've helped run with Higher Up, and with your the church work that you've done, everything you've done.
Uni.
Way back in the day when we did For Her with Pastor Tricia McDonald, all of that came together, and it was an amazing first Gather and Grow in Australia. 200 people in Sydney. And it was interesting, though, we did use our church building, because, I see that in the past from our journey, that our church was all about building up leaders and developing leaders. So Pastor Trish, dear Pastor Trish, is now passed away. I'm sure she'd be super proud of you, Nick. Super proud of what we've done and what we're doing now. And Pastor Dave, like, it's just, stepping out in faith, isn't it? Yeah,
that's it. And not letting people that don't really know you speak into your life. Yeah. So there was a cool saying that one of the speakers said a few weeks ago. She goes, if people around you like what they think about what you do, it's none of your business. Who cares what they think? Who cares?
I know who said that, Aaron F. Because
Yeah,
I
she
really
did.
Yeah.
Who cares what other people say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's none of our business.
No.
Well, I think too, like you've got the integrity behind, and the reason why you do things is there. So, and oh my gosh, thank goodness that we did show up for it, because look at that, 400 people
We
gathering.
had so many people from all over the world as well.
Yeah.
That were there. So we had like speakers that were there from Canada and the US with backgrounds. We had people from the Philippines, Singapore, New Zealand. I will get in trouble. Fiji. I'll get in trouble for not saying someone, because I did on the day. But there's just so many people. I think we had even someone from Iran this time. So
oh wow,
pretty beautiful seeing so many people inspired and building their businesses and successful in their businesses. I just love helping to turn on the light switch so that people can just see the right direction that they need to go.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's a great analogy. I've just recently, like, you know how pennies drop, like you'll just get I understand that now, like it's just really dropped. For me, it was about connecting people to the resources that they need. And I've always had that, like, even when I did the not-for-profit in Solomon Islands, I wanted to see a need, fill a need, right?
Yeah. What do you mean you're just connecting this? I've known this for years. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You just put them together. Even if they don't want to. You just like, come on, you guys will be great.
You fit here. I've just realized that more so this week. And it's been a prayer, to be able to see a need, fill it. And I'm just so grateful for this business that is still happening. And it's just beginning, really. It's exciting. So exciting.
Yeah.
And you're off to Italy to help out there.
Italy.
You're going to be chatting to all the presenters and making sure that do you get to go and stand next to them when they talk over?
Look, Caroline suggested, so she's like one of the leaders for this. She suggested that I could be the one telling people that they're, going over time. And I said, I've just done 2 of those. It's your turn.
We've got Shah Mahmood Khan. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. My apologies, but welcome.
I'll be helping them to get ready and make sure they're in the right spot so they can start on time and be pumped up and excited. So
it was so funny for those who don't realize what I'm talking about. The presenters are given a certain amount of time to present their story and their material. And as they're going closer to the end of their time, Nicole would just appear on the stage and just she'd been nodding. And that was like the first warning.
That's actually the second warning. I gave them an iPad saying 5 minutes to go.
Oh, right. Okay, from down below. I was in the sound booth at the back of the auditorium, so I'm watching this from afar. This is gorgeous. So I see Nicole standing up on stage, and she's got the mic in her hand, and she's just being really. And then she gets a little bit closer, and then a little bit closer until she's like, giving them a hug and say, "Okay, you're on your way now." It was so fun to watch. It was fun to watch.
It was hard because like the stories and the information that people are giving is so beneficial, beneficial. But like we had so many speakers and so much running that like there wasn't a lot of leeway. And so it's like, okay, well, like you just need to stick to time. Not many people stuck to time, and I really appreciate those that did. So I really, really appreciate that. The people that went that I had to hug and help walk off, like that was a little bit more difficult.
especially because the content of their
So good.
presentations was so good.
Yeah. And
it's
I'd
like we
seen
really needed
slides
to
as
hear it.
well, so I knew, you know, that there was probably a few more slides, which could be another 10 minutes to go. And I'm like, okay. My learning from this is to really make sure that whoever's working with the speakers actually talks about the timing and how important it is to realize that, how much it affects the rest of the event.
Yeah. You did really, really well. And it was, you know, it was a huge crowd, 400 people to direct, and
that last quarter, that last part after afternoon tea, that was tough. Yeah. Lovely, lots of fun as well. But I'm like, someone said, "Oh, do this," and I'm like, "There's no way I'm going to get all this crowd to be able to move off the stage and do this and do that." It's like, we need to grow with it right now.
With the photo, just getting the full photos, and it was a challenge. Steering a big ship like that, and some of those people weren't going to be steered, I should say, not sheared. Like sheep. I've just got a visual of sheared. Kudos. You did really, really well, Nick. Really well.
Couldn't have done it without my conductor of the orchestra in the back, aka the sound, the media, the lights. I mean,
I seriously felt like Mickey Mouse up there with all the different elements of the presentations going, and I'm directing the sound guy next to me.
I actually now see you as an octopus with the hat, and like you've got all these arms going out like this.
I should AI that. I might have
to put that into Canva and ask AI to build that.
AI. That's fun. I actually, you know that what is the name of it? The Mickey Mouse one where he's got all the colors going in the air because he's conducting the orchestra. He's got magic going this way and that way. That's what I felt.
Grandchildren, so you've been watching all these things. It's been a long time since I've watched any Mickey Mouse or anything.
Bring up the Disney fans. I think I will shout somebody a coffee, whoever can tell me what it is. You have to write it in the comments, and the first person to write it in the comments, and then I'll look it up to make sure it's that what I'm saying. If it is, I will shout you a coffee. I'll work out how to do it.
Starts with an E or something, doesn't it?
I can't remember. But that's what I felt like anyway. It was so much fun. And there was one stage, it was with Elaine Church's presentation. Oh my goodness, she had so many working parts. And the sound engineer and I got, right, we're going to get through this. We were prepared. We knew what was coming. And I was like, this is going to be a ride. Get ready. Because we had holding screens, and it was like, hold the screen, put this thing up, press the music, press the video. Like, we had a lot of things going. And by the end of that presentation, we just looked at each other and went, whew. You little beauty, we did it. It really was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We got a thank you from Lily Beth and Roger, like on one of their posts recently. And like they particularly said thank you to the people that were doing all of these things. And she had a little video of just before it all started. And like, because we set everything up and got organized. You know, you do your motivational. So I was doing the motivational thing out the front with everyone, and we were praying.
Oh, yeah.
And then I came in with all the speakers, and then we were praying with all the speakers. And it was just really some beautiful moments to know that, you know, we were there for a purpose, and everyone was on the same page, and we were all working together. So it was lovely. It was really lovely and really nice to be thanked on their page. So they're super, 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 you know, we're talking about those millionaires like that.
Millionaires. Absolutely.
And they're the most humble, beautiful people.
Yeah. But you know what I love about their story in particular was the fact that Lily Beth, like, they're so humble. She said, you know, she's not tech savvy. She's still, to this day, she gets her son to do a lot of the tech things for her. But she said, you know, I was just a mum, desperate for a change, desperate to find another source of income. And she really pleaded with her husband at the time. He was really skeptical. Please let me just try this for another 6 months, another 9 months. I really believe that I can do it. So she really, you know, she had that gut feeling that she could do it. But things weren't easy for her. Like, it was early in the system. They didn't have all the support systems in place like we do today. And just at that time in her life where she was really like, should I be doing this? Like, she was starting to guess herself. Along came a really amazing lady who joined a business and has built like an incredible business, even more than the founders from our system. Like, she's like,
and that just took one person, right?
One amazing person. But Lily Beth was, you know, it started right back in her. Yeah. And I just think, you know, isn't that in life? You know, sometimes we, you know, you just have a feeling you've got to do it. You don't really have all the answers. You don't really see what's ahead of you, but you know, you've just got to take that step and take the action, and not give up.
And not give up.
Just stay the course that you really feel led to be on. So I just, so lovely to talk to them. It was funny though, Lily Beth and Roger, we were talking the night before and he was saying about happy wife, happy life. And Scott goes to him, oh no, that's not how it goes. Happy spouse, happy house. And Roger used it on his presentation.
I heard it and I giggled and I knew it came from Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit proud. I'm proud that we've influenced the influencer. Yeah, just amazing. Yeah, so much fun. So, you know, one thing that I said here, you know, working from home but yet connected globally, and that's what this business does for us. Like, we're at home, we're in Sydney, and even today, while our Millionaire Mastermind was on, we created our own little chat and we were talking away about the things that were going on at the mastermind, because, you know, it's closer, like we're talking like buddies, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, how awesome was that? Because we've got people from Spain, USA, Taiwan now. She's just come back to Taiwan. You know, and Australia, of course, but all supporting each other. Like, who would have thought, Nikki, even 10 years ago, that we would be talking to people regularly overseas, just building those connections up with amazing people in the world. Yeah. It's really, really cool that actually one of the things that the founder said just recently was he was talking to the I guess you could say the CEO of our vendor, and about the kind of community that we've created. We've created like this little bubble in the world. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff, a lot of horrible stuff going on in the world with the wars, with people, you know, racial discrimination, like the tensions and all that sort of stuff. But yet here we are in our international business community, this global community, where we've created a beautiful little bubble of respect, of love for one another, cheering each other on, helping each other up, listening to each other, crying alongside of somebody who's going through something and being there for them. We've created this beautiful, nurturing little bubble that's kind of shielded in some ways from what's going on in the world. And because our focus is there together, we're like, I just think it's incredible.
beautiful.
Yeah. It's that beautiful ripple effect, you know?
Love it. So,
It's like, what do you say about that? Where do you go from there?
all I would say is that join the bubble.
Sorry?
Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Join the bubble. Check it out. And sometimes it's not the right timing, I'll say, you know, because for me, Leanne jumped in 12 months before I did. And I was like, whatever, you know, there you go.
You do you, boo.
There you go. But look, I jumped in when I was ready, when it was right for me. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Have I thought about chucking it in along the last 4.5 years? Sure.
Well, you wouldn't be normal. Like, you wouldn't be human if you hadn't have thought of that, though, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Has there been ups and downs in life in that time? Yes,
Insanely,
there has.
Yeah.
But my business is always here.
Yeah.
And, you know, this year's the year of the reboot for our organisation as well. So there's just such amazing information here. And I really feel that, like, this year is like, oh, yeah. And like, I can see it in both Leanne and my business, you know, it's rebooting, things are taking off, and we've got direction, we've got momentum, and, you know, helping so many people, like, all over the world. You know, Leanne's big noted me by saying I'm helping with, like, Italy and all those sorts of things, but Leanne's helping as well. And then there's like Fiji and there's New Zealand, like, all these people are seeing the work that we're doing and going, hey, you know, help us or be a part of this. You know, we want to be here. That we've got some other opportunities later next year, so we need to follow up on that one, actually. And, you know, there might be some bigger things next year that we're helping other people in the business, but they're helping us as well. So I know, bit excited. And now, like I used to be, there's not enough hours in the day because I was working, you know, full-time, plus I was doing this, plus I was doing some casual work as well, plus looking after my son. And then, okay, no, I've got to try and fit some exercise in there somewhere and do this. And, oh, got to get to church. Oh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. And then now I've taken out a big smack of that 40 hours of the week is taken out so that I can invest into where I want to put my time.
Yeah.
And where I want to put my time.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to start somewhere, right? And how many people do we know that actually started this business before jobs?
Yeah.
And then they just basically did the business in their lunch break, you know, like set aside half an hour.
And I've got some great tips on how to do that if anyone's interested. And now, like, AI is, and, you know, there's so many programs that can assist with your business to help get things happening a lot faster than there was 4 years ago. So it's like, oh yeah, let's do this. It's the procrastination and the being perfect. Hello, I'm talking to myself right now. I sent Leanne something earlier today and I'm like, I did this, but I don't like it. I want this. And sometimes you just need that sounding board. But you can do it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of things that you just need a sounding board. You've already got the answers. Just getting it out of your head. It just makes it all a lot more clearer. Absolutely. I just listening to what you were saying, and now I've gone blank because I've lost the thought. But that's okay. Not a worry. I just think I'm just really grateful that you did come on board even after that year. And like you said, you had to, you had to be right. It had to be your right time where you really took ownership of the business. And I think that's what I was thinking about, is the fact that when you start your business, it doesn't matter what support systems you have if you're not going to use them. You can have everything at your fingertips, but if it just stays at your fingertips and doesn't get put into action, then you're not going to achieve anything. You've got to, we can bring you to the system and show you all the introductories and all the rest of it. But at the end of the day, you've got to take action and make it your own, right? And that's
Yeah.
what you've done, Nikki. It's this is your business. Now you're running your business the way you want to run it. So
Yeah.
I just think I'm really grateful that you jumped in and you've made it your own. Yeah.
For sure. And we have fun.
We do have a lot of fun. And it seems like,
And it's not just a social club too, like, because I just want to say to people, like, we're not here just to have fun. We are here to do income producing activities and be able to support our families and do the travel and, get the dream house, do all the dreams, like make the dreams actually happen. So, but both Leanne and I are definitely people that love to celebrate the wins, celebrate the small wins, and focus on those sorts of things. We can help people if they need to, like, navigate systems or do whatever, but in the end, like, it's your business, but we will be there to, like, be your champion and back you up.
Yeah, absolutely. And in saying that too, please, if you've been watching us for how long has it been now? Almost 5.5, almost 6 years. And you decide, okay, I'm ready to jump in. Please come and talk to us. We want to celebrate with you.
We want to celebrate with you. Yes. Don't go to someone else. Come to us.
Please come to us. Come.
I had a beautiful friend, and actually Leanne kind of has too. We've had a couple of people that have known us for a long time, heard us talk about our things, but not gone to the next step. And it's like, I've realized, okay, maybe I didn't directly ask, because I tend to let people come to me. I talk about it and let people come to me.
Right.
But now I'm going to ask and go, actually, because you can say yes or no. Yes is yes and a no is no. So I'm going to say, do you want to look at this business? And if you say no,
yeah,
great, no problems. You do? Great. Here's the link. Have a look at the webinar. Ask us any questions. We'll go there. But if I don't ask, I could be robbing you of that opportunity. So I'm going to ask all the time now.
We're going to get good on the asking. And it's not, we don't ask to
not hard sell.
Yeah, we don't do the hard sale. No. We know that, sometimes this business is not for everybody. But mate, if it is for you, please, let's have some fun together. Well, I just love seeing people light up, when they realize what's actually in front of them. The gold mine that we have with this system is just, it's real. It really is. It's the bee's knees.
It's just, it's so good. Like, it really, my sort of catchphrase now is, it's simply amazing, because, like, it is so good. It's so good that, like, I would love, like, if you're still watching, like, close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes. And I want you to imagine the possibility. Imagine where you want to be in 5 years' time. Do you want to be in the same house, doing the same job, cleaning the same floors? Or do you want to have the opportunity to actually be over in Hawaii, taking photos, drinking a mojito, swimming in that beautiful warm water, and making memories with friends and family? And what's the possibility? How are you going to get there? How are you going to get there? We've got the steps. You can open your eyes now. What do you think? We've got those steps. We've got those steps so you can get there. Hey, Leanne, I heard in the mastermind today there might be a conference in Canada next year. We might have to go
back. I've already told Scott I want to take him back. So he wants to come with me to New Zealand. So,
so do I.
Yeah. Come.
Oh, that was a given. Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like, it's got to happen, right?
I'll just have to, Declan will have to start paying more rent so I can just never be here. I actually said to my son and my mum on the weekend, because we're talking about all these different traveling that I'm doing, and I go, oh yeah, well look, you and mum can just live together, and I'll just pop in every now and then with all my little trips everywhere, because I just love it. And like, it's just I think a newfound freedom. I was someone who was always working because I, was the sole parent, and I was the one who had to make sure that I could pay rent and get food on the table, pay for the medications, all those sorts of things. And I still need to, pay all those bills, but I don't need to do it for anyone else. I do it for me.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, you can change your location where you work, right? So because this is global, you can just take it with you. Just do it wherever you are. Yeah. Just love it. Wow. Do you know, we've been chatting for almost 41 minutes.
Well, we do that. Maybe we need to do a long series and then some short ones, just a little bite size.
I think we'll just chop this one up in bite sizes for people.
Here's a glimpse.
Thanks for spending some time with me.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I hope everyone has a really brilliant day. I've got friends visiting later, so I'm excited.
Here's the ask again. If you are ready to take action for your own life, you want to design a life that inspires you, that gets you excited to wake up in the morning, that you're helping other people just to achieve the same thing. Seriously, it is, we have the step-by-step processes for you to start and to run a digital business online with everything you'll ever need. That is all combined in one place for you. All it needs is you. There's a little box there with your name on it. You've just got to say, help me to open that box. And ask us for the link, or actually it's in the comments, I believe. You can go to any of those links and find out how we can help you get started, because it's amazing. You don't want to waste time. Seriously, you don't.
Yeah.
Take action today.
Could be your time right now.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Take care now.
Bye.